Diplomacy is a beautiful term for all types of cunningness. The etymology of the word cunningness is also quite an interesting subject to inquire into. In Old English, the word cunning meant knowledge or skill. For example, he is cunning at doing woodcraft. It meant he was skilled in that craft. But now we know clearly the meaning of cunning. In those days, it had no implication of deceit or trickery. The sense of deceitfulness has got into English only a few centuries before. This is a typical example of meaning change or semantic change that happens in any language. The change is from a positive meaning to a negative one. This process is called pejoration. Like the word villain, for example, which meant farmer in Old English, the word villain meant farmer, which is a very positive meaning. But gradually it became a negative hero in modern English. We know the meaning of villain. We don't appreciate any villains. The villainous acts are not appreciated. Let's also connect this word cunning with a frequently used Malayalam word tantram. Tantra actually meant technology or method. So one who knows it definitely is a technician or a methodist. But in our Malayalam, we use that word also with a genuine sort of distortion. When we say he knows all the Tantra, we do not refer to him as a master of spiritual science, but rather as a cunning man, a deceitful man, a man of trickery. While talking about cunningness, since Tantra originally meant something profound or something holy, one who acts with Tantra came to be also respected and accepted. There are innumerable pores in human society through which many things enter. So this negativity also entered. Many started admiring and imitating the acts of a cunning man. There is no politics nowadays without the so-called cunning people. We say politricks for politics even. So a politician is bound to play tricks on his people to retain his position or even to win the next election. And unhesitatingly we accept this cunningness as a powerful and admirable quality. So cunningness got its credible acceptance in the politics of a locality, of a district, of a state, of a country, or the earth at large. International politics is also ridden with such cunningness. But we cannot say or use the expression international cunningness, so we use the term diplomacy. It is perfectly fitting. There are diplomatic ties, diplomatic relationships, agreements, and many more things. If two countries fight, there is a diplomatic fight. If they agree not to fight, there is a diplomatic ceasefire, etc. Now, what is the value of cunningness? Some families attach great importance to it. They even train their children in that direction, only to be self-defeated and beguiled by their own cunning productions. We know cunningness is somewhat like a loop or a noose or like a knot. When we try to untie the knot, more knots are bound to happen. But what is the net result of this kind of knot? Frustrations, complications, an unfixable mess of situations and relationships. Do we really need it? The question can be easily answered only by the straightforward and intelligent beings. In modern times, we use technical gadgets in our lives. And when this sacred cunningness is integrated with the modern technology, the heights of moral corruptions are attained. Many red and black crimes are committed. A severe and merciless attack on bank deposits becomes common. The natural lives of people, not only that of heroes or the powerful, but also the privacy of the ordinary innocent people starts leaking due to this villainous cunningness. Many peaceful homes go into the darker holes of misunderstandings. In short, cunningness is a venom. If injected, can cause death and breathlessness. A decent person should never be cunning. But at the same time, we should not be gullible or naive either. Since the energy of cunningness is emphatically heavy in this world, one should be alert and aware, otherwise we will be deceived. Seeing cunningness around us, what can we do? We can either get frustrated and start to kill this unkillable force, dodging the misery it creates, or simply be dispassionate about such hopeless people in the world. I describe them as hopeless because what hope they have in their lives. Being an untrustworthy person, not only for others, but the very same person is unable to trust himself. Deception goes before and after him. A good example can be presented. A tree that should grow straight happens to be bent or crooked. Do we call it an ability? It is clearly its disability. Every disability shouldn't be condemned, but this special disability needs real condemnation, as it is self-created distortion or disability, which could have been averted if one had exercised his original and straightforward God-given intelligence. Haven't you heard this famous quote? Cunningness is a short blanket. If you pull it over your face, you will expose your feet. So throw this short blanket, this disability, to perceive the real and the genuine truth. True, everyone carries a bundle of it, a small share of it in the secret realms of his brain. And also many savor a share of its bitterness. But remember the action of a stupid bird, or a myth connected with a stupid bird, Ostrich. This bird hides or buries its head in the sandbanks when it encounters its predators. Since it cannot see its enemy, the poor bird thinks that the enemy also cannot see it. Despite standing 7 to 9 feet tall and weighing as much as 350 pounds, these birds have relatively small heads. Yes, this is a pitfall waiting for a cunning person. Everyone will see through his cunning tricks, but not him. Only he will not see his mistakes. A cat closing his eyes when lapping the milk. One thing is very clear. Those who are cunning and diplomatic will die without learning anything in life, will not see any reality of life, for their heads are too narrowly and relatively small, so small.